African students are among the hundreds of thousands of people trying to flee Ukraine into Poland, Romania, and other neighboring countries. Liberian-born Augustine Akoy-Koli has been studying medicine in the southwest Ukrainian city of Ternopil. He left home Saturday for a 6-hour journey by cab and on foot toward the southern border with Romania. At a border crossing, he stood in line all night in freezing temperatures before being granted entry to Suceava, Romania. Ukrainian authorities have prioritized Ukrainian women and children over foreigners trying to leave the country, which Koli observed.
While you are in the queue, if a Ukrainian comes, you have to shift and make way for that Ukrainian to go to the front. It's winter in Ukraine. It was very cold. My hands, my feet, and everything were numb from the cold. There were even some students that passed out due to hypothermia. There was no shelter, no feeding. At that point, you had to do everything on your own.
There were even acts of aggressive behavior captured on video by Koli's friend while they waited. The video clip showed several uniformed men on the Ukrainian side of the border shoving people who Koli called foreign students sitting on the ground and barely visible behind a parked vehicle. It is unclear if these are Ukrainian border guards shoving people. The hashtag Africans in Ukraine has been trending on Twitter, with posts of video clips and texts alleging mistreatment of Africans trying to get out of Ukraine. Chizoba Okwar, a Nigerian-born resident of New York, has been sharing some of these videos on her blog, Africans in Diaspora.
Since the invasion, they've been trying to get either from the war zone to the safe zones or to other countries like Romania, Poland, and so on. But it has been absolutely difficult for them to do that because it's either they're not let on the buses and trains, or when they do get on the buses and trains, they're literally pulled out.
European officials say everyone is being treated equally once they cross out of Ukraine. Poland's ambassador to Nigeria, Joanna Tarnowska, told local media everyone is receiving equal treatment at the border, adding some Nigerian nationals have crossed into Poland. In a tweet sent Tuesday, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said, "Africans seeking evacuation are our friends and need to have equal opportunities to return to their home countries safely." But the African Union's top leaders released a statement Monday saying they were disturbed by reports that African citizens in Ukraine were not being allowed to cross the border to safety. A State Department spokesman told VOA any act of racial discrimination is inexcusable. And the European Commission also told VOA that it would soon propose to activate the Temporary Protection Directive to aid people fleeing Ukraine. Koli, the Liberian student, said that once he crossed into Romania, everything went smoothly.
They had free food, like everything at that point was free. You can take whatever you want, you can eat whatever you want that was available there for free. And they even had some blankets because of the cold, like this one.
Koli said new arrivals were told they would get help with food and lodging for 30 days. He then had this appeal to the international community.
These are difficult times for foreign students around Ukraine. So I'm calling on the international community, whatever way in which they can help those foreign students that are going to other European countries to seek refuge. They should try as much as possible in their own way to help.
More than 660,000 people have fled Ukraine since Russia's invasion began last Thursday, according to the UN Refugee Agency. For Betty Ayoub, Carol Gunsberg, VOA News.